department, we have two major initiatives: the reduction of violent crime and community engagement. If it wasn't for our chief, Chris Wiles, and our supportive staff of the police department, we would not be able to host programs like these in order to help people. So because of our community policing initiatives, we are able to have things such as the I.D.D.U program. If we can give the police department a round of applause. Now, before we hear from a couple of our graduates, in reference to Memorial Day and in honor of all of those who have served, we are actually going to do the National Anthem for the very first time at the I.D.D.U program. If we can have Miss Keoysha Harper up to the stage to sing the National Anthem.
How y'all doing today? My name's Colie Walton. I'm here to do my testimony for the I.D.D.U program and the counselors. I can say that I'm very glad to have found this program. They have put a lot of time, dedication into me and other people that they have served. They have done so much for this community and for the people in this community. And I don't know where I would be without them or a lot of people in this program. But there is one thing I do know. This place has shown me more love and empathy and respect than just about any place I've ever been in my life. And find places these days that take time to people. The time that this place takes with us and the time that they put into us, I mean, it really shows the love that they have. And with that love, we come into class every day and we feel it. And I mean, I see it. And I know the help that they gave me. I feel it in my soul every day, and I'm getting better every day. Every day is a struggle, but that's life. What it doesn't kill you will make you stronger. And we're just here to get stronger every day, a little bit stronger, until one day we can make it on our own and be the people that we are proud to be, and the people that we should be. And with that, I give Mr. Leon right there, and everyone else in this program that has been taking time with us. I love y'all, and thank y'all so much.
Thank you, Mr. Walker. If I can now have Ms. Caroline Wilson up to share her testimony.
Good morning, y'all. Good morning. As you said, I'm Caroline Wilson. I.D.D.U, I think, is a very good program. I think it helped me. It's helped me because I'm still in the program. I believe if you really want to do the program and want to work the program and want to change, I think it'll work out for you if you really want to do it. Because I feel in my heart I want to change, and I feel like I'm changing, and I believe it's working out for me with the jobs and looking for jobs, and she can be a lifelong reference to you when you leave the program. I think that's a good thing for everyone too, because with us coming out there, being locked up in incarceration, it's hard for people to get jobs out here, coming out here, starting over there. So with this program, it's there to help you do more, be more active and positive in your life, being up there, because it's hard for us out here. And I think it is a program for me, even though I didn't come from being incarceration, but I believe it's a good program, and it's a lifelong work program. And I thank Mr. Leon, Erica, everybody on staff for having me, because I wouldn't be here without y'all. And I thank y'all. I love y'all.
Thank you, Ms. Wilson. If I can now have Mr. Rodney Williams up to the stand to give his testimony.
My name is Rodney Williams. I'd like to thank councils. Excuse me, I never talk about people like this. Councils, first of all, because it wasn't councils, I wouldn't have been in this program. And councils is a really good program because I know I would be the best person in this program because I would be kicking out like that. And I like Ms. Ashton, I like everything she's done for the program. She taught a lot, she taught how to get housing, jobs, resumes, a lot of things that you want to need in life. A lot of things that, about me being the next son, that I'm going to be in life, Mr. Leon, seriously, but I can't do it. And this is a good program. I know I'm the best person. At the end of the day, I got bad love for all my classmates. And my go-to man, Trevor, he's got such a place in my heart. Because he keeps me out of trouble, but most of the time, he's out of trouble. But he's my go-to man. I thank you, Ms. Erica. I thank you too. Everybody, this is pretty good. Thank you. Ms. Ashton. I just want to say thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Williams. If I can now have Chief Wiles up to the stand to provide some remarks.
Good morning, y'all. Wow. First off, I say Keoysha was fantastic. And to other folks to come up here and spoke and shared. It takes a lot of courage to get up and on the stage and speak to people, more especially to sing to people. I'm not a singer, I can't carry a tune in the bucket, and I've always heard the National Anthem. It's one of the most difficult songs to sing. So you did that beautifully, you gave me goosebumps. Thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you for graduates for sharing your story. You having the courage to share that story, because it demonstrates your courage in this program and your courage everybody thank you for that. Additionally, Ashley Foster, let us give her right here. I always use this as an opportunity to share about this program. This program, the idea of this program was with Chief Scott Booth, who's the governor. He gave Ashley the task to say, come up with a program that can help folks that are greener in our community, need some assistance, need some guidance, provide those things that she just talked about. She provide that support, right? And she took that spark and turned it into a bonfire. What a wonderful program this is. And so, thank you, Chief Scott Booth. Thank you, Action 5 councils, our partners in this too, and everybody else who participates in that, and more especially, thank you for your commitment and your courage to this. On behalf of the men and women of the Danville Police Department, well, to the graduates of Incarceration Doesn't Define Us program, congratulations on your accomplishment. Thank you to everyone else who's here who's taken their time to come out and support you and this program and your accomplishment. Your presence here today is proof that you have the courage to make change, to step up, and that you didn't quit. I've found in life that I often learn more from my mistakes than I have from my successes. That's not to say that we don't do our best to try to avoid mistakes in the first place, but despite our best intentions, we will all make it. I will continue to make it. We are all human after all. Sometimes those decisions may only embarrass us. Other times they may come at a much higher cost. They can significantly impact our lives, the lives often of those closest to us, and even the lives in our community. But I think what we can all agree on is that if we're willing to be objective and learn from them, our mistakes make us better. They focus us. They add to our life's experience that we call wisdom. They put us in a better position to not only avoid those same pitfalls in the future, but to develop a better awareness of those pitfalls that we will undoubtedly face along our life's journey. And perhaps, most significantly, to share those experiences with others and help them along their way. I subscribe to a podcast and daily emails from David Stoic. And there was a topic, it's a frequent topic of Stoicism, is wisdom. And this is what that particular topic of the day said. This is quoting from David Stoic. It says, wisdom isn't just what you seek out. In fact, the most important wisdom we learn in life seeks us out. A piece of unsolicited advice from someone who's been in our position, painful consequences of bad decisions that became undeniably clear. The question is whether you're willing to be taught. Life is constantly speaking to you. The world is always trying to teach you. But do you hear it? And are you open to it? The Greek philosopher Epictetus said, we can't learn what we don't. We cannot learn what we think we already know. Like you always said, you can't feel glass is already full. But if you're willing to be taught, you can learn. So one of the things I've done since every one of these graduations that I've had the opportunity to speak to, it's been my honor to speak to, I refer to this little book. It's called Make Your Bed. It's a book that's based off of a commencement graduation ceremony speech that Admiral William McQuaid gave. University of Texas back several years ago. He took that, and it was so successful, so well received. He took that speech and turned it into this little book. It's Make Your Bed, it's the right way. And of course, that's one of the first things, one of his first life lessons is when you get up in the morning, the first thing you do is to make your bed. And why? Because you've accomplished something. You've done something. So if you can accomplish one thing, you can accomplish the next thing. That's all that y'all have accomplished a lot to continue to your accomplishments. But this is what it says. Start every day coming in, make that bed up. But then, talk about never giving up the habit version of reading. What I'd like to talk about is the last chapter of the book, chapter 10. Talks about ringing the bell, never ringing the bell. How many of you are familiar with I'm sure you've probably seen movies about Navy SEAL training, right? One of the most intense trainings that our armed service members go through, extremely intense at Buzz that occurs out in San Diego, California. Everybody's seen the movie about it. Have you seen the movie show about Navy SEAL training? You remember the bell? There's a bell that taken out in the courtyard of that training. And at any point in time, if you're ready to give up, if you're ready to say, man, this is too much, ET is too, physical training is too much, the mental training, the mental stress is too much, all you have to do is get up there, you ring that bell, and you're out. Nothing more said. It's as easy as ringing the bell. So this is what he says about ringing the bell. This is what one of the drill instructors, when he went through Buzz training, said. This is how he instructed. Ring the bell, you don't have to get up early. Ring the bell, you don't have to do any long runs. Ring the bell, you won't have to go any more cold swims or obstacle course. Ring the bell, and you can avoid all of the same. So but then he glanced down and said, but let me tell you something. If you quit, you will regret that for the rest of your life. Quitting never makes anything easy. He goes to the last section of this chapter, he writes by saying this: life is full of difficult times, but someone out there always has it worse than you do. If you fill your days with pity, sorrow for the way that you have been treated, bemoaning your lot in life, blaming circumstances on something or someone else, then life will be long and it will be hard. If, on the other hand, you refuse to give up on your dreams, then life will be what you make it, and you can make it great. Never, ever ring the bell. And so today, congratulations on your work. You had the courage to stand up, to not quit, to go forward, and congratulations on that. Wish you all the best, and thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Wiles, for those great remarks. We will now present the certificates to our graduates. Graduates, if you will please stand. If I could now have the command staff join me on the stage and Corporal Sylvia Brooks to help me present the certificates. Prayer Walton. Colie L. Walker. And last but not least, we have Miss Jennifer Cramton, who couldn't be here today, but if we can give her a round of applause as well. I want to say thank you all so much for committing and dedicating your last 8 weeks for being in the I.D.D.U program. It's not easy for someone to commit to this program because you have to show up every single week and be engaged in the class in order to graduate. You know, a lot of times we start with bigger numbers of people entering the class and we end up with a lot fewer than what started. And that's just because, you know, sometimes people aren't ready to make the changes. Sometimes people aren't willing to commit to themselves, better yet, the class. So it takes a lot for these individuals to show up each and every week and commit their time to being more responsible, to changing their lives around, and holding them accountable to make good decisions and choices. So if we can give one last round of applause to our second graduates.
Thank you, Counselor.
This now concludes the program. I will ask Officer Reverend Colie to come up to the stage and provide us the benediction.
Let us pray. Gracious and eternal God, our Father, from everlasting to everlasting. We thank you, O God, for those who have graduated today, that you will go with them, O God, cover them with your grace, peace, and mercy, as they now endeavor to move on in life. We would just ask you now to bless this food that we're about to receive for the rest of our bodies. In the name of our Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.